what you guys have been working on.
So we have been working on a story about a suspected Chinese intelligence operative who the U.S. intelligence community believes was in California from 2011 to 2015. And she was targeting local politicians who were up and coming, who were going to be stars and maybe make it to the national level.
So how do we know this?
We spoke with 4 current and former U.S. intelligence officials who confirmed for us that yes, Christine Fong was a suspected Chinese intelligence operative, that there was a sweeping counterintelligence investigation that focused on her.
This sounds like a real spy story.
The US-China relationship in many ways is significantly more complex than the US-Soviet or US-Russian relationship. Our economic interdependence, the political dynamics, the diaspora politics, and cultural ties, particularly on the West Coast, they run really deep. This story is an example of how deeply China is willing to go within local politics to try and understand and collect on and potentially influence US politics.
Talk to me about how this started and how she practiced her spycraft.
So her name is Christine Fong. She came to the U.S. in 2011 as she enrolled as a student at Cal State East Bay. She got really involved in a couple of local campus organizations.
So she's weaseling her way into just a bunch of college clubs.
Right. But around 2013, she branches out into off-campus politics, and she has this almost meteoric rise in the Bay Area political circles.
Well, how is this being a spy?
Well, it's not initially. There's nothing wrong with that activity at all. However, she was, according to our sources, she was also having regular contact with a suspected Ministry of State Security officer. That means an actual employee of the Ministry of State Security, China's spy agency, who was under diplomatic cover in the San Francisco consulate. Diplomatic cover means a spy being placed in an embassy on a diplomat's visa. It's common practice. Many countries do it.
Now, an important component of what the MSS does is collect political intelligence. Every major intelligence service on the planet does this.
A lot of information that is valuable to a foreign intelligence service isn't necessarily classified, it's just private. So a politician's habits, his interests, the rumors about him, who his staff members are, what they like, that kind of stuff is really valuable to a foreign intelligence agency.
Why is this valuable to China?
Let's say you want an agent in a congressperson's office. You know, the scheduler has money problems, or the chief of staff has a drinking problem. These are important data points that then get entered into what are known as target packages for intelligence services. Basically like a dossier or a file that can get built up over time.
So who was Christine looking for in California?
She's looking for up-and-coming politicians, so bright stars. So she's looking for people that she can get close to really early on and follow them as they work their way up the ladder so that she can have a long-term relationship. That person trusts her, known her for years. That is espionage gold.